Welcome to the Game of Risk, everyone. I'm your host, OliveXC, a top player at this game. And today we are doing Tutor Tuesday, where I review a subscriber game and help them and you, the viewer, get better at the game of Risk. Today's game comes from Playing Risk, a content creator who is playing a 4-player progressive game on the classic map and is the green player in this game. One thing I'm immediately noticing, you have animation changes on. I'd recommend turning that off in your settings. That way you're able to play a little bit faster as you're going through each of your turns. But on your first turn, I really like what you are doing right now, where you're going for the Australia region without taking it right away because you have no idea what the yellow player or maybe what the purple player up here will do. In 4-player games, when the map is really open, even in progressive, I think it's worth it to try to get a continent, especially if it's a small one. Those extra troops, especially if you're early on in the turn order, can allow you to really grow your total number of troops to get the lead that you need in order to potentially take someone out. As just moving my camera right here, we are seeing some tension resulting between the purple player and the orange player immediately, where both sides are leaving in all of their troops. This is really bad. You have to remember, everyone, this is progressive, right? There's no reason to be getting into a fight with another player. The better thing that orange could have done once purple really wanted to go for South America was just move in Africa, right? Maybe it takes you a little bit longer. Maybe you ask the green troops to move away. Leaving your troops right here is just basically asking the purple player to get the attacker's advantage hitting you. But our protagonist right now does have the advantage holding on to Australia as purple makes the attack right away. They get some really good dice. It looks like the orange player's and the purple player's name is gone, as purple's being a little toxic too, laughing this much, but it's going to anger people. But hey, whatever works for you, am I right? I like what our protagonist is doing, really kind of solidifying their place. They are well spread out in North America, Asia, Africa, Europe, and Australia. The only one that they're not in is South America, and for good reason. I wouldn't want to touch that continent right now. And this is really reflected in the overall troops, right? You're basically on par with yellow, who I think is playing a very solid game so far. They clearly want to be getting North America, but they're taking their time and not rushing it. I would just be a little cautious because given that the purple player is not focused on anything but South America and it has a bunch of troops right here, your 6 may get stuck if you're not careful. So I would just watch that a little bit. As orange keeps on attacking and... well, you guys see the title of the video. This is what not to do in a progressive game. That's what we come here for Tutor Tuesday. To learn, to laugh, to enjoy the game of Risk. We now, I think, get to a critical moment here where the yellow player is moving into North America. It is very obvious here that they want you to move your 6, and that's a fair number of troops that you have. If you were to lose that 6 troops, you would basically almost be done. Or not be done, but be in a very, very bad shape as orange trades in early. At this point, there's not much that orange can do. The best thing they could do, I think, is just leave South America and just try to survive and stay away. But at this point, it's just too little too late. Purple will just be getting the attacker's advantage. I would highly consider, though, if I were you, just putting 1 or 2 troops here and moving into the Iceland area of the board. Pay attention to what your opponents are doing and what they're asking for, because if you leave your troops here, it's very likely that the yellow player is going to hit it in order to be taking North America. Again, this is progressive, but honestly, yellow's been doing a really good job this game, solidifying their troops in one location to make the play that they want to go for. Do I wish they were a little more spread out? Yes, but this seems to be like a lower leveled game, so players are going to treat this a little bit more like fixed. Small pathing mistake as well. So yellow has finally taken North America. My only concern with them making this move is they're kind of trapping orange, and we don't know if orange is going to be hitting them or not. As purple, holy cow, immediately goes for the hit on orange. No freaking mercy right here. And they leave their whole stack here. So orange, in all of their anger, decides to roll the purple player down. And after a bit, they get a favorable roll to a 6-on-3 blitz, but the blitz fails. A 10v11 is a little unlikely, like 40-ish% or so, but hey, sometimes that luck happens. But now you have a great opportunity to be eliminating the orange player from the game. You just have to make this a 6 to make 2 attacks here, and then make this a 9 and place the rest of your stack here. This will allow you to stay pretty well spread out, and you can make up all the troops that you have lost for yourself. But instead, you don't place any troops, and now you instead are having to make several additional attacks on the board, which is giving you 20 territories, and is making you look just a little bit strong. Also, by attacking, you're now attacking the Ukraine, which is going to make it a little more harder for you to access the remainder of the map. The other players, I think, rightfully are going to be hitting you a little bit, as you'll be getting the next trade in. You have like a little bit too much of the board right now, as well as the 2 continents. As purple skips, that's a crazy decision. You need to be getting a card, because every turn you're not getting a card, you are risking the other players rapidly out expanding you and then taking you out. You can actually almost take out the purple player right now, go into the 1v1 endgame against the yellow player, and I think have a really good chance to take it. But instead you just invade the yellow player. That will anger them a lot, kind of force purple to get a little bit more involved, and you also just go back. But if yellow had a set and they chose to invade you, or like to hit you back, you could lose a lot of troops, and now you're saving your troops a little bit. But you're still 1 trade in ahead of yellow, who now is rightfully retaliating into you. I think that was like a miss, though, in the end. And this is good. Yellow is doing what they need to do to really kind of cut you down to size. They do open you up, though. I think attacking the Middle East was a mistake. It was going to be a lot better instead if you were to have just waited a bit. Now we see purple does get another card for themselves, and you're getting 7 troops, 41 troops. That's almost enough, I think, to be eliminating the purple player from the game. You basically place everything down here, make this a 42, attack this territory, attack the 3, fortify back 12, and that gives you, I think, almost enough like to go for the kill. But instead, you just kind of place the rest of your troops back. I guess you're hoping that the purple player does not have the trade. If they don't have the trade, I think you should be going for the kill. But purple does go, and they do have the set. So you had another miss right here. Multiple chances, I think, to take out the purple player. And now purple, with that huge trade-in, is just about caught up with everybody else. And now it's just going to be a little bit harder for you. You have to wait for either yellow or purple to build up a lot of troops. Because, again, with you being 1 card trade-in above your opponents, you're going to have that little bit of excess troops. And if you can eventually then take them out for the win, you still have this. This game is still, I think, in your hands. But if the trade-ins go 1 or 2 more times, it can become a stalemate situation. So let's jump ahead a little bit into the next trade-ins. All right, so coming back to the game, we now see that our protagonist green is on 105 troops and the purple player is only on 71 troops. And you also notice they leave their entire stack right here. There is now a clear, straight line and opportunity to be going for the win. So right now, this is the moment to strike. You can take out the purple player, even though you don't have a set on 4, which is very unlucky, but it happens. And you can get a double trade-in going for the win. So let's see this. It looks like you're going for it. Good, good. And you get a good blitz down. Excellent, excellent. And now you are going to be taking out the purple player. Very, very good foresight. You now get the trade-in for yourself. 2 huge trade-ins, and now you need to go. But you took too much time. Oh my god, you took too much time. And now you're allowing the yellow player to be trading in while still having North America. Ooh, that timing is critical right there. Like, you just were 1 hit away. What the yellow player should be doing now is breaking all of your continents and taking as much territory from you as possible. They also need to be activating their 48 to be able to hit as much as they can around the board. But it looks like they have camera animations on and are attacking very slowly. They open up your 90 again, but it was already open. So they're just taking a little bit too much time as a whole. They're also leaving their 33 trap. That's also a huge mistake. You needed to leave that in the center of the board to maximize your chances of being able to attack more. So right now, yellow has a slight advantage. If yellow has a trade-in on 3, they could still potentially take this game. You need to be attacking as much as possible around the board right now. And you make a little bit of a mistake. You opened up green's 48 to be able to be attacking around the board. So you either need to be hitting that 48, which you do, thank goodness. Excellent, excellent. Now you need to hit that 10. Good, good. And now you need to hit, but you can't attack the Congo and you can't attack East Africa because the yellow player left their 31 stuck. So you're now kind of almost card blocking the yellow player, and they don't have a set they win, but they do have the set on 3. Now you see their huge mistake. You notice how the yellow player has more troops than you, the green player. If they 31 was just active, they could have potentially taken over the entire board in a turn, winning the game. That's how crazy and volatile these progressive games can go. But yellow just doesn't have the mechanics. They're attacking way too slowly right now. And you can see purple just being a little bit obnoxious. But so this endgame's absolutely insane. You have no set on 4 again. So there's still a huge danger. But since this 31 stack is trapped, as long as you don't unleash the stack, yellow will not have enough troops to win the game. All you need to do is get their territory count down as much as possible. And you see you did that. You got them below 12 troops, or 12 territories. This is going to make sure that yellow will not be able to end the game in the next turn. And since you're guaranteed to be having a set on 5, and yellow cannot have a set on 2 cards, I think you're in a really good spot here. So speeding through the rest of yellow's turn and into your set. And now you get the trade-in. You have more troops than yellow players, so if you combine this right, you can win. Or you can just leave the stack here trapped. And it looks like you're just doing a strategy of just card blocking the yellow player, attacking enough around the board, and taking the rest of the map. You need to hurry, though. You've used up over half of your time. Let's see if you're able to do this. So you're going in, you're attacking. You have left your camera animations off. Good, good. The attacks are coming through. You just need to be able to break Africa. And you did it. You didn't fortify out, but you have a wild card. You're guaranteed to be having a set. You have more than double the yellow player's troops, and yellow can may be able to get 1 card, but you will still have so much of the board and turning in the set, it will guarantee you the victory. Thank you for sharing this game with everyone in the Risk community. But with that, this is OliveXC signing off.